RC Prime here, back in another video review, and today we're looking at both Shattered Glass Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime KOs, which is the AS and MD KOs. So here they both are in their truck modes, and we'll go ahead and start with the one that released first, the AS. Now, I believe this was like $20, $25 max off of AliExpress. It's okay. It's got some issues. I think the colors are just like fine, I guess. Like they're not too bad, but they're not all that great. Mine actually has a miscolored panel right here, which sucks. I did add a little bit of paints. I painted in the windshield wipers black. Fun thing, these are die cast, so that adds a little bit of heft to it. But really nothing too major outside of, you know, what you saw in regular 86 Prime. This stuff was painted, some paint in there. But this one is really like to lock in. Like you can see, there's so many gaps going on up here. Like I can't get it all to stay. But then we have the MD one, and the MD is kind of funny because the image they used for this listing for the longest time was just like a really badly edited version of their Optimus image. So for a while I thought it was just going to look like that, but change like a little bit of the colors. But then they revealed the actual images, and we were all like, wait a minute, this is real good. And getting it in hand, it is even better. Like, look at this thing. Like, oh my god. How did that come out when another knockoff company's doing this? Like, we have chrome rims, chrome smokestacks. These are rubber tires. Like, these are rubber tires on this thing. I don't think these are die cast anymore, so like if you care about that, sorry. But just, it's a nice green at the front, all the black. They remembered Shattered Glass Prime has a bunch of black. And they even filled in this, which isn't, I don't care about all this being hollow, but they filled it in for those that do. And you got some green going on back there. And he actually has one accessory for this mode. He has this little, I'm gonna guess it's like an air conditioning unit for the back of a truck. And it's supposed to go like back here somehow. I don't actually know how. I want to say you just kind of... No, okay. No, I don't know how. Just imagine... Wait, did I just... Just imagine it's sitting back here. But it's not gonna. And then this one even locks in a lot better. Not perfectly. There's still a little bit of give on the side, but like it's a lot better than that one at just locking in, and it rolls very nicely thanks to the pinned wheels and rubber, which this one rolls okay. It's just more noisy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for their truck modes. And since this is Studio Series 86 Optimus, it's been around for a while. Everyone has a knockoff of this thing by now. So we all know how this transforms. I'm just going to go ahead and skip straight to their robot modes. And here in their robot modes, it is just very night and day between these two. By the way, if you hear rain, I apologize. The rain picked up a lot in between cuts. Anyways, we will start with the AS custom. Not custom, knockoff. I did paint some of this, but I would not call this a custom. The head here, and it just looks, it's fine, but it looks a little off. I don't know if they like redid the head to where the eye is a little bit more separated or what. I think it looks angrier than the 86 Prime head. I don't know, something's different here. I don't know what it is. But you have that black there returning. Yeah, I actually painted in some black on the sides here and in these little lines for some extra little bit of detail. I gotta help this thing out all I can. A little bit of gold there on the arms. A little bit of black here on the thighs. Which this is a nice like gunmetal shade. I don't think that's too bad. Some green here. I think this is more reminiscent of the Hasbro Shattered Glass one from the Shattered Glass line they did, or the Selects one. bit of black here in these vents, and I painted in some gunmetal here. But do note, there's a lot of painted detail in here that I did afterwards. And the other one has just about all of that already. I didn't have to paint anything on this one except for one thing, and we'll get into that. But with this one, they even did a little bit of printing on the head here, which the head looks fine on this one. Like I said, I don't know what they did with the other head. I want to say they made the eyes slightly further apart, but I can't say for certain. Got some nice black in the color scheme because someone finally understands Shatterglass Optimus has black in his color scheme heavily. He also has the gold here on the arms, some gold here around his hip skirts, and then going down to his crotch. Like, this entire thing is painted gold. Down here, he's got some gold. The leg vents already painted in, and then a little bit of color break up on the inside. They've made it more interesting than I did. I just put gunmetal. They did that. It's just a comments on it. The transformation hand feel on both is kind of so-so. The MD one's a good little bit tighter than the AS one. I don't think either one is necessarily bad. It's just they're both different kinds of knockoff feel. Though I will say this one has like very loose hips, which can be fixed. I just haven't done it because whenever the other one was revealed, I just kind of dropped this one in my mind. Accessory time. We'll go with the AS one first. He has his axe and a blast effect. He also has a gun that I have spray painted gray, and I kind of regret it because it was sculpted completely in black originally, and I kind of wish I just kept it for my regular 86 Optimus because that would have looked really nice. And then of course he comes with his Matrix. Open all this up, and there it is. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, that nice pink paint in there is pretty cool. Yeah, that was me because they made this. They didn't change the color of the Matrix on this at all. It was just blue in there, like the regular Matrix of leadership. They didn't even try. Which, to be fair, I think half the time a Shatterglass Optimus comes in the Matrix, they just don't try. Like, no one tries to give it a unique color scheme. Like, anytime I paint one, I at least try to make it a little bit different from the last because I don't have a set idea for how the color should look. But I digress. And then for the other Optimus, he also has a clear axe, and he has 2 blast effects. I don't really know why he needs to, but okay. Then he has his gun, which is just kind of like a dark gunmetal color. I think it's darker than the 86 one. Maybe I'll swap them. Maybe I'll swap them out. And now we get into his unique accessories because he has even more. Starting with this little piece, which is meant to be like Optimus's damage from the 86 movie. Which, if it stayed on for transformation, I would 100% keep it. But they actually re-sculpted these pieces. They changed the mold to have this little slot in here for this little tab, which you just kind of have to feed it in there. It's a little difficult to do, I will say. Come on. Did I get it? That'll work for right now. I can usually get a little bit better if I try harder. Because I can sit flush in here. It's just don't want to agree with me. And you can give him that little bit of damage if you want. But like I said, it doesn't stay on for transformation, so I don't really like to keep it. It's a nice look, though. I will give it that. You still have the air conditioning unit, or whatever this is, but you can't do anything with it in robot mode. And then the last couple of accessories are some alternate heads, because this is not actually the head that I keep on this toy. I can say this is the one that will work best for transformation, if that is what you care most about. Like, if it is function over style, go with this head. Because the others can cause a little bit of an issue, and I will explain why. But we'll start with the regular, this normal looking cartoon Prime head, which he has these really long ears because I swapped them out with another one. Because you can actually unscrew the backs of these heads and you can swap out all these ears. Because these ears are, for some reason, different sizes. I don't know why. But this head does look very, very nice. He also has the very cursed round cartoon Optimus head. I hate this. I hate looking at it. I hate everything about this. We're not talking about it again. And then he has a battle damaged head, which this is the head that I use, and I painted in those cracks on the mouth plates. And like I said, I swapped out the antenna for the short ones because I like those more. But I'll go ahead and show how these all look on here real quick. We'll start with this cartoon head, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure I swapped out these ears. I don't even know how these work in transformation. Like, I have no idea how you transform this with those. I have not tried. I'm sort of scared to. And then we have the most cursed thing in existence. I hate it. I hate it a lot. And then we have the head that, like I said, I like to use. This battle damaged head, because I think that is like the best thing that the recent Shattered Glass Optimus did for the Shattered Glass Optimus conversation, is give him this head. And even then, that was a complete accident, because it just already came with Masterpiece Optimus Prime. Which, I mean, I guess this one did too. Like, I'm pretty sure this was just their standard one of their standard Optimus heads. But it's okay. But, yeah. Like I said, it is very night and day between these two in terms of everything, in terms of deco, in terms of hand feel, in terms of accessories. Just very different toys. I guess I can also describe it as the MD is going for Fun Pub, and then the AS is kind of going for that, for just like the modern Shattered Glass Optimus Prime take. And then just for funsies, let's bring in my regular 86 Optimus. You can see them all together. Which, yeah, I like I said, one of these is much darker for a Shattered Glass Optimus than the other. But I think if your taste is the more modern Optimus, the one on the right will do you fine. Though I will just say, like I said, it just has a little bit worse hand feel. They're both knockoffs, but like I think that one's the loose kind of knockoff hand feel, whereas the MD is some areas are slightly too tight kind of knockoff hand feel. Depends on what kind of knockoff hand feel you're looking for. And of course price, because the MD one is a little bit more expensive, but I don't think it's that bad. If it's still around. I have no idea. I hope it is. And like I said, I don't know if any other copies of these are like these. For all I know, the MD one that someone else owns is complete garbage, and the AS one, quality-wise, is peak perfection, and doesn't have a miscolored part. But, yeah. I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. So, please be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can also come check out my Facebook and Twitter pages, links in the description below. And this is 14th Prime, signing out.